Hi, Stuart. I have a question.
Yes, please.
Um, Not to sound bizarre, but I have there's energies, they're just energies that um sort of come and land on me from time to time that are very, very, very heavy and difficult. Um, and I'm wondering if you have advice on how to deal with them.
Yes, I do. And it's very simple and practical, Alicia. And not only for you, it's for everyone else. You attract to you exactly what you give off. There's something really heavy inside you, it will attract that heavy energy. When the heart opens and there becomes a lightness of being and love, and you attract less and less of that type of energy. So all it's telling you, it's really, it's just the universe giving you, insight into the fact that it's really essential for you to work on yourself, to build a system inside where there is lightness of being, which is not possible 100% of the time, but maybe 80, 85% of the time. And if you build that kind of inner life, you will stop attracting that negative tension, that heavy energy, that because you get exactly what you are. We seem to think that exists outside ourselves, but it really doesn't. What we see in the world is a mirror image of ourselves. And the world is an amazing teacher. Life itself is an amazing teacher telling us that we need to work on ourselves. We need to change. We need to grow. We need to get more open. We need to get stronger inside. We need to get more connected with a higher force of energy in the universe. And we need to be able to allow that energy to guide us in our day to day life so that what we project into the world is compassion, love, you know, a whole other kind of energy than people are used to projecting, into the world. So what you're receiving is a teaching from the universe, and it's telling you, Alicia, you've got to work on yourself. I don't know another answer, but you build the kind of inner life that no longer attracts that heaviness. And in many strange ways, that heaviness is like a gift because it is telling you you need to work on yourself. It's telling you that you haven't arrived yet. You're not perfect, you know, and you need to do work on yourself. So one of the strange responses to that kind of energy is be grateful for it because we all need those kinds of reminders. At the same time, we don't allow it to sink in and take over. You say, okay, Flora, please, you got to stop moving, dear. It really disturbs class. We we need to be able to recognize that we have to take full responsibility for whatever kinds of, you know, things are given to us and use them to grow inside ourselves. And a lot of people, they get psychically grown up and, they get psychically in a place where they play with that dark energy and they use it to hurt other people. And it's very dangerous. I've had it done to me where people have used that dark energy. I mean, I won't even get into the kind of crap I had to deal with. And instead of saying, okay, how do I change inside? What is this teaching me about me? And, you know, if you accept that, then you'll make the effort to change. And shortly on into the process, you begin to see amazing changes start to take place inside yourself. And less that type of negativity is attracted to you. And all I'm getting down to is we got to take full responsibility for ourselves. And we can't allow anything of an external nature to dictate the way we have to live our lives, except teaching us that we need to go deeper so we can get free of all of that Maya, that illusion, that stuff we attract that can make everybody crazy if they don't learn how to transform it into a spiritual life, or even on a lesser, transform it into a higher level of their own humanity, love, compassion, forgiveness, et cetera, et cetera. That's part of the process. And the difficult part is people don't change it. They don't transform it. What they do is they let that negativity get into them and take over, create depression, create unhappiness, and really create a lot of neurotic tendencies in people that can be transformed into a spiritual life if they do the work that they can do on themselves. And I mean, I know a lot about this because I went through it. I not only went through my own neurotic youth, my crazy youth, I had to learn how to fix it. And I began to realize that all of the external influence, all the external, you know, things that were taking place in my life were telling me, Stuart, you have to change. And as I started changing, I began to have less and less of that. And anything like that I did have, or still do have, I can transform into energy that helps me to grow spiritually. Because it's all just energy. And if you know how to transform it and use it consciously in yourself, then you can use that negativity. I mean, my teacher, Rudy, I mean, I talked about it last night, and it's really true. He said, he used to tell people, he told me anyway, you suffer consciously or you suffer like a schmuck. If you learn how to transform that energy into something that helps you grow spiritually, then you begin to use your suffering consciously. If you don't learn how to do it, you just suffer. It gets deeper and more embedded in you, and it drives you crazy. And a big part of this meditation is learning how to do that. Learning how to do that. I mean, learning how to do that, you fix yourself. You get rid of all the chaos and confusion and happiness. But it takes work and time and patience. But over time, it all takes place because we do what we have to do to learn how to fix it. And God only knows, there's a lot of negative energy in the universe, tons. It's all over the place. It's everywhere. It's in politics. It's in economics. It's in family relationship. It's all over the place. It's everywhere. We either learn how to get strong enough to deal with it, or it just sucks us dry. It eats us alive. Really, what do people want? Well, people want to be happy. It gets down to the bottom line of all human struggle. They want to feel self-worth. They want to feel happy. They want to feel that there's a purpose for their life. They're not just born here to be like a ping pong ball being batted from one side of the table to the other, that they have a real purpose in life and that they're capable of living with joy in their hearts and loving themselves and loving other people. And I mean, the answer is so simple. Doing it, oh my God, is a very difficult thing to do. But the answer is very simple. 1 + 1 = 2. I mean, that's the answer. But getting from 1 to 1 to 2 is an enormous amount of work. Excuse me. Because we're up against one person, ourselves. Does anyone else have a question?
I have, Stuart.
Yes.
Um, how to manage when you have this that heavy energies? I have often, if I am at home, I if I don't have anything to do or go out, what we can do to survive?
Uh, look, there's always something you can do. I mean, if you have a lot of free time, go volunteer your services to help some indigent people, people that need help. Go take your time. I mean, I'm sure in Norway, there are places that deal with migrants, that deal with poor people, go volunteer your time and help some people. It'll fill your day, not even the whole day, 3, 4 hours a day, but it'll give a purpose to your time and a purpose to your life.
I don't have so much time because I'm translating sometimes. I have to make food and from times to
But
times.
make the food with love, Laura.
But if I have a heavy energy, I cannot move in that moment. What
Well,
can
how are
I
you
do?
going to make food if you can't move? You
I
move.
don't make. I'm crying. I can't do anything.
Open your heart and make it with love. Feed your family with love.
I'm tired.
Then sleep.
Yeah.
Go to sleep. Get some rest. I mean this. We put ourselves in these positions where there's so much we can do and so much we can find that, life welcomes us and we just give up. But if you want to do that, it's like, I don't know, it's like dying, it's like death in life. And it's not very creative and it does nothing but create more pain and agony in a human being. And when there's so much in this world at any age people can do.
I do every other day, but when I'm home, sometimes it's very heavy.
Well, I mean, I don't know what to tell you, Flora, except you got to learn to like yourself. I mean that. I like you. I do. And if I can like you, why can't you like you? Tell me. Huh? I want one answer to that question. If I can like you, how come you can't like you? I can find things about you that I really like that are very sweet and wonderful. Why can't you find things about yourself that are sweet and wonderful? I need an answer.
I
There's
know
no,
answer, but I can see loud.
there's no answer. I see a sweet woman. I remember when you first came here, you were absolutely impossible. You couldn't sit still for 2 seconds, you know? And I see you today, and there's light in your face. There's joy. You're smiling here when I tell you I like you, you know? So please stop it. I don't want to hear your complaints anymore. Just go like yourself and find things, make a beautiful pie or a cake or, you know, and give it to the neighbors and, you know, share your life with yourself and with other people. And they'll like you. And I like you. And you know, I don't know, most of the people here don't really know you, but I'm sure if they saw that smile on your face, they would like you.
Thank you.
Hmm?
I will write to you, email you something about my life, and you can understand.
Yeah, I'm not interested. Just like yourself. I'm not interested in you complaining to me about how bad things are. You know, I mean, look, pick up the newspaper. The crap going on in this world is so terrible that it makes anything that can go on with any of us into something ridiculous. You know,
Yes.
stuff that's going, the wars, the starvation, the famines going on, these crazy politicians in the world. Uh,
I,
we have to function differently. And it starts with truly learning our own self worth and liking ourselves.
thank you for liking me.
Well, it's nice to see you laughing.
It means very much to me.
I like you even more when you laugh.
I'm glad to have it, you in my life, really.
Let's start from that, okay? Let's start from that. Bake me a pie and send it from Norway, okay?
Okay. I will make and take picture, at
All right,
least.
make a picture of you baking a pie and send it to me, okay?
I will.
You know, Norway, Jennifer has a little store which she runs on Etsy and is kind of successful. She sells a lot of things there. But she had this wonderful wooden dish, hand painted from Norway.
Okay.
I don't know what it's called, but it was just beautiful.
Hmm.
And she sold it to somebody from her store yesterday, and the person was so happy she could get it. She was so happy she
Hmm.
could get this, and it was made in Norway, hand painted and beautiful, really beautiful bowl, big wooden bowl. So
Okay.
if that from Norway can make somebody happy, you try to do the same thing, okay?
I have enough to make food to my three boys, but I was tired now these days. I hope so to get my strength and to bake for them, make food, invite them. My joy to have them here.
Okay, let's move on. Okay, does anyone else have a question they would like to?
Thank you. So,
You know, it's so funny. Somebody got very upset around me the other day, and I told them I'm going to change their name to Patience. And they said, "Why?" I said, "You are teaching me patience, and I'm going to call you Patience." Boy, that person started to laugh. All the problems went away. It was wonderful. It was wonderful. I said, "You are the greatest teacher I have about how to have patience." Does anyone else have a question? Okay, there'll be meditation on Thursday. God bless you all. Thank you. And I'm very happy we could turn this into kind of a humorous session. Thank you, Flora. It was you that helped turn this into a
Thank
little
you
bit of
to you.
laughter. God
God
bless.
bless you.
Okay, if there are no more questions, I will see everybody on Thursday. Have a wonderful couple of days.
Thank you, Stuart.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much, Stuart.